Okay, well, take number 2, because apparently the first one didn't work. We are going to solder. First thing I did, remove the factory double-sided tape that's on there. I peeled it off the whole roll, and the reason being is because that stuff, it actually sticks way too good, and if you ever want to take the strips off of your slingshot, especially if you have a wrap or anything like that, you don't want to use that double-sided tape. It'll tear your wrap right off. I use this red acrylic stuff. It's clear. I'll send you a link on this. It's cheap. It's 13 bucks for a 30-meter roll. It's 10 millimeters wide, which is exactly what this is, 10 millimeters wide. And this stuff here peels off with no damage. Again, it's 13 bucks for like 100 feet. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to expose. I never use the factory connection, so when it comes with this on it, just either cut one off, cut it off in a pad, or unsolder this and start fresh. What I do is take my razor blade, and I want to expose all of the pad. So I slice down, but just, I don't want to slice the whole thing. I put a little bit of an angle, peel that off. Now I have 3 pads, nice and easy to get to. All right. So now I'm going to do what's called pre-tinning both sides. So I'm going to get out, I have a female plug right here. I'll widen open my wires a little bit. And I have the strip itself. So I'm going to pre-tin both of these. And pre-tinning is just putting fresh solder so that you can bond real easy. Got my soldering iron. I have a wet sponge. Cleans the soldering tip real good. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it in and make sure there's fresh solder on the ends of the wires. Just like that. And I'm going to put fresh solder on all the pads. So as I solder, you see it just puts a blob of nice fresh solder on the pads. That's called pre-tinning. Oh, I put a little bit more on that last one. Now I'm going to get some heat shrink tubing, which I have down here. Heat shrink tubing fits over about 4 inches of heat shrink tubing. Alright, now a little trick I learned prior, just to help the heat shrink tubing go over the LED strip. What I do, that LED strip right there, I just make the edges so it's a little angled. That way there. That way there the shrink tubing slides over easier. So now we're going to solder them together. Shrink tubing on first. My positive is on the right side, so I am going to put the red wire to the positive. And all you do is put the tip onto your pre-tin solder blob, and then you just add the wire right in. Solder's perfect. Same thing with the next one. The middle one is your data line. So I'm going to solder this one. That's perfect. And the last one is the ground. Again, you're putting the solder tip on the solder pad, heating up the pad of freshly tinned solder, and just add the wire into that freshly tinned solder, and it all kind of mixes together. That's done. That's a perfectly made solder connection. See, nice pull on it, nothing. Now I'm going to bring the shrink tubing up, and again, because I don't have those hard edges, it slides over real easy. Slide over the first, completely over the first LED. Yes, because you want to make sure you have a very good connection. This shrink tubing is actually a marine grade, so it has some sort of like a glue inside that will make it fully waterproof. Do not use lighters or something to shrink this. Use a heat gun and just shrink the tubing. I recommend flipping it over so that you're shrinking both sides equally. Flip it back over. And right now it's going to be hotter than hell. Yeah, it's hot. If you need to, yeah, it's very hot. If you need to have a bend in this, like if you're going behind a panel or around a panel, while it's soft and while it's hot, I recommend holding it. So if you have to go around a panel, hold it or something. It's hot in hell, I'm burning my fingers. Actually, if you have some cool water, you can dip it in cool water and but that way it'll keep that shape. Right now, I need it to be straight for the panel that I'm doing. So that's it, perfectly soldered one. Now, as far as I need, give me more here. Mine's going to be 17.5 inches long. So what I do is I set this for 17.5 inches. That way there, I can measure from there to there. Now when you cut these, you want to be able to solder to the next one. So I always cut right at there, not half of them or something. Leave most of them there because that's going to be your next solder joint. Because this doesn't matter, it's an end piece. And then from here I have a little cap. I'm going to grab it. I just finish it off with these little rubber caps. And all I do is I take some rubber type glue, put it in the cap. Uh-oh. I squeezed too hard. Now the bottom's all ripped apart. Great. It's not good. It's all over everything. And I put that on the end. Now it's ready for the really good double-sided tape. After I wipe the excess glue that I just squirted out of the back of that. And this is done. Perfect.